What is up, guys? I hope you're doing well. Are my audio levels all good? Yeah. It looks like my video is a little bit blurry. If my video is too blurry, let me know. It shouldn't be. Sometimes it's hard to tell on here. What's up, Artin? How are you doing? Is it a good idea to scale based on MER? Yes. That is probably the best way to do it over looking at ROAS 100%. Because MER is a way more accurate representation of what's going on. But going back to your question, what do you scale is what you need to really figure out. What is actually driving the MER? Because for some brands, it's actually email marketing, and others it's actually organic. Paid ads is like not as common as it's not the most common contributor to MER as much as it used to be. That's what I'm finding. So I've had clients over the years. Well, I had a client last year, to be honest. Their MER was always bumped up when they sent out email campaigns. Aaron, what's up, man? Launching some new ads for some financial advice clients tomorrow, bro. Nice. Like wealth management, right? What are my thoughts on one CBO structure? Personally, I'm not a fan of CBO at all. In my experience, like, it just doesn't work that well. It does work for some people, but if you want my honest opinion, like, yeah, I don't like CBO, so I'm not really for that. What is a good amount for as the cost? Is it 20%? If you talk about like MER, what percentage of revenue comes from marketing, paid ads? 20 to 25% on average is considered good. Anything lower than 20% is really good. Anything above that is doable. You can survive, but I like to try and see around 25%. Most of the brands I work with are around that range. Interest targeting. Yeah, it'll be interesting how interest targeting goes for you. Personally, like, I've launched broad straight away with no prior data on the pixel, especially in that niche because you have limited targeting because you're in a special ad category. But it'd be interesting to know what works for you. That was an interesting time of the year indeed, yeah. For some companies it's really good, others it's terrible because they rinsed Christmas and Black Friday. Honestly, like, I see such a difference across the board. B2B, surprisingly, is quite good in January. I've got one campaign at the moment, B2B, killing it. I think what it is like like this accountant I'm working on, they're selling like services in B2B. And you got a lot of people who are very enthusiastic. They've gone on for Christmas, they come back and they're like, yeah, I want more sales. I want to use this tool and this service. It seems like a pretty easy sell right now. But Before Christmas, it was no, contact me in January because we're going off Christmas and we're not taking on any new services. Whoa, where's my chat gone? Here it is. Do you offer paid media coaching? Yeah. I do offer it. I do one-to-one. You need experience managing 100K. Is that what you're saying? Or you're currently managing 100K in monthly ad spend? I have a couple clients who are spending that. It's a completely different strategy to what you would do when you're spending like 10K a month. But really you're just looking more at high level data and also going really heavy on creative. Most interviews I've done, I'm always asked how much in spend have I managed and which verticals. Really? Are these agencies you're applying for? How big are the agencies? How do you target B2B on Meta? It comes down to the ad creative. I don't go after interests for B2B. So honestly, it's just broad. And then the ad creative reaches the right people. B2B works very well on Meta. I've had so many clients over the years that say, like, I want to be on LinkedIn, I want to be on Google, I don't want to be on Facebook. And eventually they try Facebook and it works better than Google. SaaS especially. You got to look at where's people spending their attention, right? If you're in B2B, when you get home from work, you're going on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. So why not run ads there? Rose, I think the best thing to do is shadow someone or work at an agency for free. That's already big, like trying to do work experience. Smaller agencies asking you for how much you spent is a bit weird. I think they're trying to find people that have got that experience that they can then use to go and sell to bigger clients. So, you know, they want talent that's, yeah, I've managed 100K a month and I spend, well, now I can go to a brand who's spending that and I can show that I have the team. It's a bit weird. And to be honest, clients that are spending like 10K a month are harder than the ones spending 100K a month, because the ones spending 100K a month are less involved and aren't really on it because they're bigger. Do I call out business owners directly? Not really. Like, I never have ad copy that says, hey, business owners. I just think it's a bit cringe. So yeah, I guess I don't call them out. Like, I was working on an accounting tool. You can get business owners. I mean, it was made for business owners, but you can also get people who are assistants or other roles in a company. But we never called out those people. It's just, this is the tool, saves you time and money, helps you find expenses, blah, blah, blah. That was it. Just that type of broad message, and Facebook optimized towards whoever it was that was interested. What am I selling in this ad account is e-com. So fashion accessories, yeah. They want someone to come and make changes day one. Yeah, honestly, if you find an agency that wants that type of person, I'd run away. Just don't bother. There's some really crap agencies out there. I mean, the market's flooded with them, to be honest. And they churn free talent so quickly. Give it a couple more months, it'll be a totally different landscape with AI. Like, I'm already seeing it. It's happening right now in development. Like, the startups I'm building, it's like, I used to hire developers abroad, places like India, Philippines, and they're good, but they're not taught the same way as people in the UK and like the western part of the world. But they're very cheap. And so now it's like, you could pay them their salary, $10 an hour, whatever, get them to use an AI tool that helps do a better job and have them kind of oversee it, do the tedious work, and all of a sudden the quality of that code is actually pretty decent. And I think the same will happen in media buying. You'll get these AI agents that are doing like the big work and you're kind of overseeing it. So for once, an agency might actually start doing good quality work instead of it being crap. UGC static or dynamic? At the moment, what's working for me is static, and then dynamic ads do work, like DPAs. UGC is still working, but I've not seen it as effective as static for the last probably 30 to 60 days. I don't know if it's just a general trend of like consumers just bored of seeing UGC. It's all very similar. How long have I been running the agency? So I don't have an agency. I work freelance with this type of stuff, but I've been doing this for 9 years. If a top converting ad slows down but still spends budget, would you kill it? What I would do is decrease the budget quite aggressively. So like 20% a day, just keep decreasing it and just leave it running. If, let's say, for a period of about 3 to 7 days, it's just really not performing and I'm burning money, then turn it off. Usually what happens is two things. Either it's saturated, it's just died out, it doesn't work anymore, or it's just going on a bit of a decline because of other reasons. Like sometimes the algorithm is crap, it just stops working. Other times you've got more competition, it could be seasonal. But what you don't want to do is completely turn it off and then have no creative that works running, because then you are just literally burning money. They also help local businesses. Yeah, I do. In two ways, either run the ads for them or show them how to do it themselves. Usually for local, it's better to have them learn how to do it themselves, because you don't really need someone managing your ad account every month. It's too expensive. So personally, I'm more of a fan of actually trying to train someone up or a team in a local business, let them do it themselves. It doesn't take long to be able to figure that out. How am I coming down with flu again? For it's the second time in about 2 months. Can I share my Harrows account? Am I even using Harrows right now? I don't think I am. I was on a different client. Mo, send me a DM. We can talk after. Yeah, I'm able to do a coach with a couple people for sure. Do UGC AIs actually work? For me, they are working. And they are for a couple of my clients. I know people that they're working for as well. So the answer is yeah, they do work. But you have to edit them in a certain way to kind of hide it. So for example, like I use Arcads, which you guys have obviously heard of loads. But at times where it starts going a bit weird, I just put something over the screen like an overlay, like I overlay a picture or like a B-roll video. Because sometimes the hand movements are too much, so you have to do that. But it does work. The real value, like the reason why I've always used it is because I want to test loads of different hooks, different concepts and messaging. So that's the way to do it because it's super cheap versus paying a creator like £200 or whatever they want. So that's why I use the tool. And sometimes you find that the video you've just tested is actually working. So you end up just putting more budget behind it and that works. Other times you find that it does work, but people are commenting that it's AI. So you go and get a human content creator to record it. But you at least use AI UGC in the first place to do the testing. Is ASC still going to work in 2025? I think so. I mean, I hope so. I think Meta need to do something though to improve a bunch of this stuff. Just like CBO, just not like it used to be. Advantage Plus has just been terrible lately. The same with ASC. Audience size I normally use is a minimum of 1 million people. Why am I being spammed right now? It's so weird. France and Glamour, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Have we helped a cleaning company run ads? Cleaning, no. But I don't think it's too hard. There's a company on TikTok right now in the cleaning space. Absolutely killing it. I think from London. Are you doing like residential cleaner or commercial or? Residential cleaning. Okay. The company I'm on about, I'm gonna try and find them and show you. By the way, guys, for those who've been following, I will show you this AI tool I've been building soon. I just need to log in. Hey, man, would you be open to hire a growth operator? Yeah, send me a DM. I'm open to it. Do I run ads for US clients? Yeah. I have a lot of clients in US. Let me see if I can find this cleaning company real quick. Where is it gone? I think I saw them on Facebook originally, actually, the Facebook For You page. Where is it? These guys. Yeah, I found them. These guys right here. Let me pause my audio quickly. Check these out. Market Group Services. They have literally nailed it on the content game. It's actually a cool idea. Like, they go in public, they find super dirty bins, and they record them, clean them. And obviously you can hire them to have them come out to you. But just like the concept in general, like what they're doing is they're putting out content that's pretty good, pretty engaging. It's getting loads of attention. Obviously they're driving that attention to here. I'm surprised they're still cleaning, to be honest. They probably make enough money from TikTok that they don't even need to do this. Or maybe they're built into a big company. I have no idea. It's pretty cool. Commercial construction company. I've got brief experience, like real estate in the US, definitely. You can send me a DM on here, or there's a link in my bio if you want to reach out. There's like an email form. How do you determine your cost per result goal? The way I determine it is I'm looking at what is my average cost per result, and where's it been, like what is my best cost per result that's had consistent results, like ideally 10 to 20 conversions. What you do is you take that number, and then sometimes if you've got attribution issues, so let's say like 30% of conversions are misattributed, you would take that number plus 30% and that'd be your number to put in the cost per result goal. And then you have loads of campaigns or ad sets set up with that structure. But you do have to stay on top of it. Like, you're gonna have to keep adjusting it because sometimes it's more expensive to advertise, so you need to up it. Other times, you need to change like the strategy completely. Just the MG for growth operating on Insta, Fran or Scribe. Okay. Mo, yeah, they're doing content, but I think they're doing ads too. I'm pretty sure I've seen them. But either way, like that strategy is very cool because we've got this viral content. If you put an ad behind it, it doesn't look like an ad, but you drive people to a call to action. So you could make really good ads out of that. Sorry, one sec, guys. I had to reply. What industry are best clients in? Best clients in terms of like making the most money, easiest results is digital products. 100% digital products. Like the margins are high, easy to scale. You can sell it worldwide. You know, like one of the things I do is put it to Europe targeting, and you find these smaller regions that no one talks about to be very profitable. Croatia is one of them. Even Germany's pretty good. You can make a lot of money there. And there's more room for testing. Like if you look at an e-com brand, you've got so many overheads, logistics, like product, team, office. So if their profit margins are tight, which most of the time they are, it's a bit of a headache to make ads work. But at the same time, like another one is car industry. I've seen some companies in that space run ads to drive sales to buy cars. I think there's a stat like the average person buys a car once every 7 years or something. But these guys running ads right now to sell cars are making crazy money. Because again, there's like so much margin. How do you tackle high frequency 3x within 3 to 4 days with different types of audience and exclusions? So you're saying you get 3x frequency in 3 to 4 days and you're excluding people. The first thing I'd look at is your exclusion list. Like, are you excluding all engagement or just traffic? If you want to be super aggressive, do all engagement. That's usually best. Joshua, sorry I missed your message. What was it? Which interest for eye care clinic? For something like that, I wouldn't do any interest. I think that will work better for you. Go broad. Literally have zero interest. The way to like look at Facebook is that if you give it the interest Gucci, you're not gonna show your ads to people who buy Gucci. And you're gonna show your ads to people who probably aren't even interested in Gucci. Facebook has a really bad time categorizing people into those interests. They're kind of like suggestions. They're not accurate. It's not like Google where if someone enters in this keyword, you show up. So what I found is you want to go broad with your targeting, as broad as you can, reach a mass audience, and then let the ad creative do the work. Because when people see your ad creative, they go to your landing page, they fill it out. That whole concept is nurturing them, right? That process is nurturing them, and it's filtering out all the crap. Because anyone that isn't interested, or they know it's like luxury or whatever, they're going to drop off. And so Facebook is learning who are those people that are seeing the ad, engaging with it, clicking into it, becoming a lead, blah blah blah, and then it finds more of those people, and that's how it finds its own targeting. So I always use the example, I was working with a legal firm. They wanted to target the owners of a certain model of Land Rover in the UK. You can target that as an interest, but what actually worked better was broad and having the ad creative set up so that on the lead form, we ask the question, did you own this car and this model between these dates, yes or no? If they say yes, they're qualified, they become a lead. If they say no, they can't submit the form. And so because we're optimizing per lead, Facebook learns who those people are. How many ads per ad set? It ranges. For me, it's 3 to 5 ads. 5 ads is usually for those spending a lot more money. If your budget's more limited, it's about 3. Did I go to college? No. I've been doing ads for 9 years. I didn't do very well in school, to be honest. I hate it, didn't fit in, and I was just obsessed with building companies, like kind of the idea, almost like autistically obsessed. I remember last day of school, everyone was saying goodbye to their friends. I just ran home and was coding. That's all I've ever done. It just worked like crazy. So no, I didn't go to college and that stuff, just self-taught. And I made loads of, like, I had so many fuck ups over the years. Lost a lot of money. And that's how I learned. Do you separate creative by type? No. I usually have all creatives under the same ad set. You know, video, static, dynamic. I don't really separate it. You could separate it if you want to do a test. Where to get apprenticeship or internship for paid ads? depends where you're based. I mean, in the UK, like Manchester's full of a lot of agencies. Digital marketing is very common. There's a lot of placements up here. I think the best thing to do is try and work at big agencies if you can, because those big agencies will have a lot of departments. They also have big clients. You'll learn a lot from that. Otherwise, you could potentially look at working at a startup on an internship. They're always hiring interns at these startups. If you've got someone there who's doing the marketing or paid ads, you can kind of shadow them and assist them. The startup actually might be better than an agency because you're going to have to wear multiple hats. I think like both are good. But the way you think in an agency versus a startup, I think is completely different. I think if you can, try and get experience in both. Same here, currently working in an agency doing paid search. Nice. What's it like working in an agency right now? I was looking on Reddit for PPC. Someone's talking about how the market's completely different now for an employee looking for a job in the agency world. Okay, agencies are just going after junior talent, massive pay cuts. I don't know if you're finding the same. What is going on with this? Guys, what do you think of this? Alright, I'm going to show you this tool I've been working on. You might have seen it on my TikTok streams already. There might be bugs because I'm still building this out. I don't really have a name for it yet. And it's also, it's not mobile optimized, so the way I'm showing you is kind of a little bit weird. But basically, right, you can scrape TikTok right now and you can go and scrape comments of a video. So it could be your own video. And I did a scrape before. What you can basically do is you can pull those comments into a CRM. And inside of that CRM, you can tag these comments and you can basically create leads within TikTok. And so I've been working on it now for like